A year ago, all eyes were on the nation's capital as a mob stormed the Capitol building.
The attack was an effort to stop the Senate from certifying the results of the 2020 presidential election.
In the end, that attack did nothing to change the outcome of the election, but it did forever change many people who were in Washington, D.C. that day.
Day we will never forget.
This time last year, Sioux Falls native Brittany Thune Lindbergh was living in D.C. with her family.
I ran that morning around the Capitol grounds. It's what I did every single day. And by the end of the day, it was such a different state of affairs.
She saw the protesters near the Capitol on her morning run, but never imagined what would come next.
We lived only a mile from the Capitol, actually. We were so close and just saw some of the smoke and the things happening there.
For many people, there was a real fear of where the mob would turn next.
We locked all of our doors. My husband may have gotten out his shotgun because you just didn't know what was going to happen.
But her immediate concern was for her father, Senator John Thune.
He was in the building, of course, which was a little terrifying as a daughter, just knowing that. And I remember he texted us that he was leaving the Capitol, and then we didn't hear from him for a while, and we were a little bit nervous about it.
A feeling shared by thousands of daughters, sons, and family members of the other lawmakers and Capitol staff members who were caught in the danger zone.
When I was 10 years old, I was on the House floor. That was my first experience in the Capitol, and it means a lot to me. You just have such a deep appreciation for the people that work in that building, and there's a respect for that, you know, and it was not respected that day, and that was, yeah, that was hard. That was hard to see.
Seeing the assault firsthand was its own kind of trauma, but for those living in D.C., the days and weeks that followed were a constant reminder.
We used to ride our bikes. I would take my son. We would ride around the Capitol grounds. We would throw the football on the grass. That changed dramatically after that happened. I think that was the hardest thing for me personally, was just from an emotional perspective, seeing, you know, it was barricaded after that time, and you couldn't get near the Capitol.
Now, a year later, day-to-day life has returned to the nation's capital, but the January 6th attack has left a lasting impact.
It just changed so much. You know, the city changed so much after that.
Brittany and her family moved back to Sioux Falls shortly after the attack. She says she fully agrees with her father's statement today about the January 6th attack, that we must do whatever it takes to make sure it never happens again.